Alright folks, we are back for round 1. On the draw, I would probably keep this hand if it was an island or any blue because of Ponder. Here it's pretty clearly a mulligan. This one is decent, hopefully we can hit some more mana. Perfect, seeing that it's just great. So it's looking pretty good already. Sometimes you mulligan, but you mulligan into a very solid hand and, you know, it's not that bad, especially in set that are as powerful as Vintage Cube. Like some cards are so good that mulliganing at the end of the day might not even matter that much, whereas it is a little bit more costly when you are playing a regular limited set. Alright, turn to Dark Confidence. That's threatening. Ooh, Demonic Tutor. We'll probably unexpectedly absent that thing next turn. Don't really want them to draw more. We can absent the Confident and leave Counterspell available. Then they will redraw it, but we can counter it. Or, you know, if anything, they will miss one draw step. Looks like they might be playing some Grixis control deck. In which case, Confident is interesting because if it's control deck, sorry about that, they probably don't have a curve that's super low. So it seems potentially risky, but obviously we don't know what they are playing. They could be playing some type, maybe even Storm, I don't know. Maybe some Delver Grixis aggro deck of some sort, I don't really know. They went top bottom with the Preordain. Time Walk, alright, well geez, that's a lot of power in one deck. I don't really understand why you would not stack though. Because, I mean, sometimes it's right because you want to play around something like Condemn, for example, or Impeccable Timing. But here I'm tapped out. You have no reason not to attack. Weird. We are definitely not in a very good spot right now because Dark Confident into Time Walk with Demonic Tutor seems like a pretty strong combination to beat. We'll see how it goes, but not super happy about what just happened. At least they did not get the 2 damage they could have gotten with the Confident. Mox Jet, geez, they just took all the power from their draft pod, it looks like. That's pretty crazy. Getting Tutor, Time Walk, and Mox, and now Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's decent. Alright, I think I'm just gonna drop Dragon Lord at Jutai at this point. They are tapped out, and it's just gonna be better than Confident. I don't really feel like just verdicting for only that. We can, however, play Chalice for 1. Why not? Hopefully they don't have these, but if they do, yeah, what can you do? So it looks like some type of, yeah, mid-range Grixis deck with a lot of power in it. We had a bunch of good spell and good counterspell in hand before they wheeled, And we only got Dragonlord at Jutai after that, and a bunch of lands that are kind of useless. So if they have a way to deal with the Dragonlord, we might be in trouble just because we kind of got flooded off the wheel, drawing 2 mana sources and 4 lands. Hopefully this is an Inquisition of Kozilek. No, Thoughtseize. It doesn't really matter a lot because I was not really going to Wrath that soon. Now they might have a Revolt for Dragonlords, which is a little bit annoying, but we can protect it with Karakas, so it's not really a big deal. And for this reason, we will not untap Mana Vault yet. Damn. We are getting quite a bit flooded though, but Karakas might just be the difference between losing and winning here. Just because having a basically unkillable Dragonlord is gonna be tough for them. They took the damage though, which is nice. Interesting. I kind of want to play the mage almost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick mage just because it applies a little bit of pressure, and they are not really in a spot where Confident is gonna be that good anyways. They might just go for a Fact of Friction end of turn, but that would be weird because they are a little bit flooded here. I mean, they have a ton of card in hand, and why did they not remand though? That's weird. They have a remand in hand. Oh, they are playing the Exarch combo. Okay. Alright. Well, nothing I can do about that. If they go Splinter Twin, we lose. So it looks like Grixis Splinter Twin. But if they assemble the combo of the wheel, there is just nothing we can do. Could have bounced my Dragonlord in response, but that doesn't really do anything as they can Doomblade or whatever Revolt they might have. So if they do have a Revolt, Karakas is gonna do the trick, and I assume this will give them the Kiki-Jiki, or unless, you know, their other part of the combo is Kiki-Jiki and they don't have the triple red, this is gonna do the trick. But there's nothing we can do about that. Alright, well, their deck is interesting. They really got to assemble a ton of power. Like, you rarely see that many powerful cards in the same deck. However, it's a triple color deck with Kiki-Jiki, triple reds, a Dark Confident with some 5 mana cards. It's, yeah, I don't know, it's looking a little bit greedy, a little bit too greedy for my taste, but might just be fine. Kind of like Force Back in this matchup. I don't think Mage is that good. Doesn't really work against at protecting you from the combo. Pissing Needle and Revoker could be decent. Not sure what I would cut for these. Maybe Batterskull is just not very good here. Yeah, we'll play Needle. We can Needle Kiki-Jiki. Looks like a fun matchup though. Usually blue-white control deck with a dismount of Removal like mine, and Counterspell plays pretty well against Kiki-Jiki decks. Gonna play the Lotus turn 1. There's a small chance we want to absent something for a little bit bigger. Not very likely, but it could happen. But mostly we don't really want that to get thought seized. Ponder, sure. The risk if you do that is if they brought in some artifact hate, or if they are playing some artifact hate main, you kinda lose it. However, here, if they were to do that, we could just play a Venser and bounce their land, for example, or their spell, and that'd be fine. So next turn we can Frost Titan, and getting Frost Titaned when you're on 2 land is not really something you wanna see. So hopefully they don't have the Remand or whatever count spell. Remand's pretty good at nuking the Black Lotus. Sure, you can draw a card and get 1 more mana. Not a big deal. Researcher. Alright, well, they definitely have quite a bit of cards in hand. Caracas. Definitely gonna play my land first because I want to play around Daze. Now, do I want to show them the Caracas or not? I guess I might as well. They could have something like what's the name of that card again? Mind Twist, make me discard my hand. I don't know, but I'd rather have that. If they somehow can make me discard a land, I'd rather have the Caracas out than the plains. Snapcaster Mage. Okay, that's not bad. I think I'm gonna take the black because I don't really care about the Pestermite combo, just because I have Unexpectedly Absent, and there's a lot more removal that could kill Frost Titan for some black, like, you know, not Doomblade because it's not in the queue, but maybe Ultimate Price plus 2 mana. As if they only have red and blue, they will probably not really get to deal with it very efficiently. Also, a sweeper like Damnation could deal with it, and here they cannot do that. Discarded the Miracle, shuffle things back, alright. And we can just pass with our count spells and creatures and whatnot available. If we get but 1 hit with Venser somehow, like if they try to cast something and we just Venser it, because, you know, why not? Then they take 8 down to 6, and then Titan is lethal, so they are in quite a bit of trouble. They do have a lot of powerful cards and a lot of nice cantrips like Preordain, Ponder, and whatnot. So it looks like a pretty consistent deck despite the 3 colors. They are probably trying to assemble on one side some type of Through the Breach, Sneak Attack and Miracle, and on the other side the Kiki-Jiki combo. And they are playing Dark Confident because why not, I guess. I would not run Dark Confident in an Emrakul deck, but I don't know. Maybe I don't have... Maybe I'm not ballsy enough. Alright. What's the next move? Lord Tupperware, which, if you don't know, by the way, is a a streamer. I think he started streaming quite recently. I don't exactly know. It's not an old and very famous streamer, but he definitely streams. He's been streaming for a little bit now. At least I've seen the stream. I mean, not the stream, but I've seen his name and in the Magic the Gathering streamer list. I will start to stream myself pretty soon. I just moved in a new apartment, and now I have a good internet connection, which means I can finally stream, which was not really possible before. In any case, hopefully the man will make a move. Yep, you got a jet to Reno. What up, my man? Since they have 2 black now, from now on I will tap the red, not the black, because Kiki Chiki and stuff like that is a little bit more threatening. I'm just gonna Venser end of turn. I don't think there's a way for them to kill the Titan with only 2 mana available anyway, so I don't need to protect that. And I can just send this back to their hand, for example. Oh, Karakas Venser, by the way, is a pretty sweet one. Pretty nasty combo, which can sometimes just be a hard lock. It might be the case here, as they are a little bit light on land and on life. I don't really want them to have double black. I'll keep this one tapped. At this point, though, they will only have 5 mana left. Next turn, they must deal with the Titan, and they must do that through a Venser bounce, so I have no idea what they can do. We shall see, I guess. Their deck seems very good at setting up, but the turn 3 Titan is pretty good. Quite a lot of pressure, obviously, so looks like it's just going to be a little bit too hard to deal with for them here. Yeah, I just can't reimagine. Like, they need to... Just playing a creature will not even do it, because I can tap it with Titan. We could bounce Venser back to our hand here. I don't see any reason to do that. They are just pretty dead here, I believe. I think we'll do it now. And if they want to spend some mana to interact with what I just did here, then they don't get to pay 2 to tap the Frost Titan, because otherwise they cannot tap it. And yeah, like, imagine I do that and then they bolt the Venser. Then the Exarch enters the battlefield, it targets Titan or something else, but if they target Titan, the ability fizzles because they don't have enough mana available. And then they must champ block, so they are still in a lot of trouble. And, you know, if they don't have the bolt, they just die right away, so there is that. Alright. Again, Angel of Sanction, Reflector Mage, in general Sorcery Speed Removal, not so good against the combo. I'm still gonna keep O-Ring because it deals with a lot of stuff. Revoker, I don't know. The issue with Revoker and Pithing Needle is that if they have the Splinter Twin, you must name Exarch or Pestermite. If they just have the Kiki-Jiki, you want to name Kiki-Jiki. But if you end up naming Kiki-Jiki and they have the Splinter Twin, it's really, really clunky for you. So I'm not a big fan. And Revoker, the issue is that it just dies to a couple things. It dies pretty easily. So I guess our main plan for these games is just to hopefully draw some chip count spell to deal with their early shenanigans and the combo, and try to apply pressure with some creature that are tough to deal with, like Dragon Lord, Engine, or Titan. Glen Elendra Archmage might be game over sometime. Hero of Bladehold could be good. Yeah. But a combination of a little bit of pressure, because it really doesn't look like they have enough controlling elements or tool. So a little bit of pressure of some of our pretty resilient threat, plus a couple counter spells should do the trick most of the time. Now again, they have a lot of power. They have Moxies, Time Walk, a lot of tutors, so probably have enough consistency and power in there to be annoying for us. Question now is, do I needle turn 1 naming Kiki-Jiki or not? This plays around... definitely gonna keep that. Now, playing needle right away is better if they end up drawing discard spell. It's a little bit worse because they know a lot more about what can happen, what their game plan should be. Also, they might end up, I don't know, they might end up playing something like Ashiok on turn 3 and we need to needle that instead. Jesus Christ, they have 2 Moxies. Man. I wish I could get that match out of my drafts. Alright. Well, they played Time Walk every single game so far. And Research, my goodness, that is like their nut draw, the best thing they can do. Bunch of mana and card draw. They mulligan here, but still. They've had some really, really good draws so far. There's literally not a single game where they did not Time Walk so far. Drawing an island is decent because we need mana in general, and it's let us cast Daze if we really need to here, if there's something really nasty that happens. So I definitely like that. They have so much mana already that maybe I should have gone for the turn 1 needle on Kiki-Jiki, I don't know. Damn, this draw though. Ah, and the wheel too, come on. That's so unfair. Yeah, that's just a nut draw. My god. Yeah, sometimes you cannot do match, I mean... The Oven basically starts the game with 3 more mana. It's like... it cannot get more unfair than that. Guess we'll need to keep these around. Nope. Just put the spell after the lands, because if they go discard, I don't really want them to know about a counter spell. Or, and Supreme Verdict I cannot cast yet anyways. Their deck is insanely powerful, it's crazy. They've also been drawing all their pieces of power every single game so far, which has been a bit frustrating. Schwentel is actually very good for us though, I believe. If their plan is to Schwentel and Emrakul, it might just end up being very bad for them. First, because Oblivion Ring answers Emrakul. Second, because Frost Titan would answer it anyway. Or her, I guess. Yeah. So we'll see if O-Ring resolves, and then we'll decide what we want to do. Okay. In this case, I'm going to keep the black-red mana tapped so they don't have neither double black, neither red available. And actually, despite them having a pretty crazy good start, this Shuantel is gonna be very, very, very costly for them, I believe. And they are gonna die pretty quickly here. Thirst is not really where you want to be. Right there, I believe. They are probably stuck on mana and they are looking for some lands. But now they will probably not get to cast anything else this turn. And then they must deal with the Titan through its ability and a counterspell, so not gonna be an easy task. And then keep tapping the Blood Creep so they don't have double black and double red. I think these are more important than double blue. Yeah, Shuantel is one of my favorite cards in the cube, but the more I played with it, the more I was like, oh, this is so risky. Even a random mid-range creature like Frost Titan can sometimes completely destroy you. Yeah, I'm gonna let them pay, and then I'm gonna counter the Dreadbore. Because if I counter it now, they can choose not to pay for Dreadbore, and they will still have their mana available. I'm not trying to slow roll them or anything like that. It's just like, you know, we might as well make them pay before we say it's actually over. Yep. Shuantel, ladies and gentlemen. Very powerful and funny deck though. But yeah, this card is sometimes a little bit risky. Alright, Frost Titan for the win. This card has been very good. Cool. Hope you enjoyed that first round. Thank you for watching, and see you for another one.